In today's DCA Friday episode, I have a few things to go through from the portfolio. First, I'm going to show you the weekly challenge purchase on Visa. I have two more after this one for the month of September. Can't wait to see what is going to get picked in the month of October, but it's been helping me grow the Visa position, which is great. Then I'm going to show you the sale of one of my positions. I sold one of my positions from the growth portfolio. I'm sure you guys know already because most of you voted on it on the poll that I posted a few days ago. Then I'm going to show you the portfolio performance this month so far in the month of September. So let's see, is it in the green still or did it go down in the red? Then we're going to go through my portfolio positions. And this is the most cash that I have held within my portfolio in quite some time. I think ever. So let's see if the stock market gives me an opportunity pretty soon. I think it's gonna be time for a correction pretty soon. So let's see what happens. Maybe I get some opportunities. This is Jay, and let me show you the purchase on Visa, which it was $25, another $25. That's what I've been doing every week for the month of September on Visa at a share price of $339.63. I was able to pick up another 0.073 shares of Visa. So this weekly challenge on Visa has been helping me build that position, which is great. I have to talk about a few positions that I want to focus on the dividend portfolio, which is going to be in a minute. And then I'm going to show you a screenshot of the Tesla position, ticker symbol TSLA. And this is the position that I sold. I was at 102% in gains right before I sold. So I took this screenshot at 2:31 p.m. on September 16, right before I sold it. So you guys can see that I had $268 in gains, total value $530 on this position. I only had 1.268 shares. And I bought these, I started buying in this position in September 22nd of 2023. So this is when I started DCAing into Tesla. I was just putting $5, $10 in there, $20, $40 into my Tesla position. I was able to build up a few $100s in there, so I was able to build for 1.2 shares and make a few $100. But now that my portfolio is much, much larger, I had to pretty much sell some of these smaller positions. Last week or the week before, I sold my Apple position because it was very small, similar to Tesla. And then now it was Tesla's turn. And I took advantage of the nice share price appreciation that it had in the past week or so. And you guys can see right here the sale of Tesla. The one full share sold at a share price of $418.65. And I have bought that in the $200. So I was able to have a very nice gain in there, $418. Then you guys can see that my fractional share, 0.268, I was able to get $112 back. So that's for a total of $530 that I got from my Tesla position. And if you guys see the portfolio performance, I was able to reach $29,000, which I'm very happy about. Very, very close to $30,000. And you guys can see that my portfolio has still performing pretty good. In the month of September, I got a 0.86% in unrealized gains or return right now in the month of September. So that is great right there. $29,000 finally crossed. So very happy with that. My growth portfolio has been performing pretty well so far. So that is the portfolio that is pretty much carrying both of them. But if we go into the dividend portfolio spreadsheet, you guys can see that this is my full portfolio right here. It's updated to the latest, and it's at $29,000, but I have $1,500 in cash between both portfolios. So I have $500 in cash in the dividend portfolio, which I'm going to show you in a second. And I have $1,000 in cash in the growth portfolio. So as of right now, I have a plan on what I'm going to do with the $500 that I have in the dividend portfolio, which I'm going to talk about in a second. I just still don't have a plan yet on what I'm gonna do with that $1,000 that I have in the growth portfolio. Where would I put it? Do I do Microsoft, which is one that is getting voted so much from you guys in the polls that I've been posting? I've been leaning towards Bitcoin, maybe doing something different because I have all of my investments are stocks. I don't have any Bitcoin, maybe something a little bit risky like that I can maybe hopefully get some very nice gains. And then I also have a few other positions in my watch list, like Berkshire Hathaway, Costco, FIX. There's quite a few positions that I would like to maybe add into the growth portfolio, but I am going to focus on only one because I don't want a bunch of smaller positions. Once again, I want to start getting rid of some of those smaller positions. If we go into my dividend portfolio, you guys can see that the portfolio is valued at $23,700 right now, and I got $2,400 in unrealized gains, 11.3%. That equals to 11.3%. And some of the positions that I would like to spend this cash on, the $512 are Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO, Main Street Capital, ticker symbol MAIN, and Vici Properties, ticker symbol VICI. Those are the three positions that I would love to grow some more, but I would like to focus a little bit more on Main Street Capital and Coca-Cola, pretty much. So Coca-Cola have a 14.8% in unrealized gains right now. Share price at $66.46. My cost per share is at $57. So on Coca-Cola, I'm waiting for the share price to go down slightly more. If you guys see right here, I have it open already. Let me open the year to date. You guys can see that the share price is up 6.75%. I would love for it to go right here in the low 60s once again, where it was at the beginning of the year. I know analysts are calling this a strong buy. PE ratio right now is at 23.5. Forward PE 21.4. So the analysts are seeing some growth in the future. Dividend right now 3.07%, $2.04 per share per year. And the price target right now is at 15.98%, $77. So I do see they speculating some very nice or forecasting some very nice share price appreciation in Coca-Cola, but as of right now, I would love to build it more, but like in this share price right here in the 60s with a lower PE ratio, that will probably bring it down to like a 21 somewhere there. And then the forward PE will bring it down to like 19 or so. So I would love for it to go down some more. It seems like it's going down in the past month. You guys can see 4.95% in the negative. So I'm waiting for it to continue to go down so I can definitely buy some more of this company of Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. And then Main Street Capital got 17.6 shares. The share price right now is at $66. So I will need to bring up my cost from $39, which I have 67% in unrealized gains. This is not counting all the dividends that I have received on a monthly basis from Main Street Capital. But I only have $698 invested in Main Street. And this is one company that I want to hold for the long term. If we take a quick look, this is one that I need to do my study on it to see based on the FFO metrics, what share price am I going to be buying once again. If you guys see right here, the price target that the analysts have right now is at $61.20. So it's a downside from here, from the $66 of 7.4%. This company pays a 6.44% dividend yield right now, and the analysts are calling this a hold. So I've just been holding since the share price have gone up. But if we open up in the last year, you guys can see 32.6%. So very nice upside in share price. I would love for it to go down some more, maybe even to the 50s, low 50s right here, 40s. But let me do my better research on it and set up a share price where I want to buy. Like for example, I did that with Procter & Gamble and just wanted to continue to build under $160 in share price. and you guys can see that I have 8 shares right now. The share price at 157, and I have brought up my cost per share already to $147, but I want to continue to build it. Today, I'm going to be buying some more Procter & Gamble, so I'm probably going to throw like another $30 into Procter & Gamble like I have been doing in the past few weeks, just so I can continue to build up that position together with the 1 share of SCHD that I'm going to be buying today. So I can build it up some more. That will bring me up to 314 shares. The goal for this year is going to be 350 shares. That's the goal for this year. So I'm gonna have to make some other purchases later on in the year. I have a lot of work in the next month, so I'm gonna be picking up a lot of extra hours. So maybe I'm able to, hopefully I'm able to make some larger deposits into the portfolio. I would love to make some larger deposits into the growth portfolio, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. But I also want to build up my SCHD shares to 350 this year. And the dividend is coming up soon too. So definitely very excited about that. It's going to drip back into SCHD, into my position. So that's going to buy me a couple more shares, hopefully like 2 shares or so. But you guys can see that my cost per share, I don't mind on this one, is $26.30. I've just been buying every week, and I'm going to continue to do that for the next 10, 15, 20 years on SCHD, maybe even longer. But you guys can see I got $8,200 invested in SCHD and getting some very nice dividend income from it. Other than those positions, I don't think I'm going to be buying anything else. FXAIX, I have 8.2 shares. I usually buy $10, $15 on a weekly basis. I got 27% in unrealized gains in the S&P 500 index fund. So I'm just probably going to continue to do that. But look at the share price, $230 right now. My cost per share, $181. When it was around this share price, I thought it was expensive. But you can see that as long as you continue to DCA, it definitely works based on my experience so far in my journey. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can continue to follow the journey. And then let's see where my portfolio is at a year from now, 5 years from now, because I want to continue to document it and continue to share it here on a weekly basis. But if we go into the growth portfolio, guys, you guys can see that I have $1,000. This is the most cash that I have held in forever, pretty much, as long as I've had these portfolios. And you guys can see that from my growth portfolio, which is at $5,200 in market value, $1,200 in unrealized gains. This is 20% of this portfolio, the cash position. So that's a lot. That's larger than my VGT position, which I have 1.3 shares and it's 18% of my portfolio, but I have a nice 34.5% in unrealized gains. Amazon, I got 5.5 shares right now, and this is one position that I'm gonna DCA once again this week. I'm gonna buy some more. Cost per share is at $185 in my position, and the share price is at 228. I got 23.6% in unrealized gains, but I do want to build this Amazon position some more before the share price continues to go up. You guys can see that the price target is at $262, so it's still an upside of 13.3% from here. I do believe in this one right here. I do believe Amazon is going to continue to grow, especially with the fourth quarter coming up, and the sales usually go up in the fourth quarter a lot. So I think Amazon is just continue to grow. It's going to continue to grow, and PE ratio right now is at 35.2, forward PE 33.4. Analysts are calling this a strong buy. I don't want to throw all my cash in Amazon, but from my $40, $50 deposit that I'm going to be making today, I am going to be buying some of it once again. I think last week I threw probably like $20, I think it was. So I'm just going to do the same thing. You guys can see in the last year, share price is up 23.7% in the last year in this Amazon position. So this is one position that I'm going to throw a few more dollars in there. Google has gone up in share price. Which one of you guys is enjoying the gains in Google? Did you guys buy when we were buying earlier in the year? I definitely wish I would have bought a lot more. I held myself a couple times because the share price went up into the 190s, low 200s. I feel now like I shouldn't have, right? But we cannot predict the future. But I still should have went with my feeling of buying more. But I was holding some cash to see if there was an opportunity. I kind of wanted to time it, which it was a mistake that I made. Because when we take a look at Google, where I have pretty much 7.8 shares right now, 37% of this portfolio. My cost per share is at $160, share price at $240, and I got 49.7% in unrealized gains. If we take a look in the stock analysis tab, you guys can see that in the last year, the share price is up 58.1%. That's some very nice gains right there. But you guys can see that the PE ratio is still at 26.8. So out of the max 7, I think this is the one with the lowest PE, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Meta is close to it too, or maybe has a lower PE ratio, but this is still not that bad compared to other tech companies. Honestly, I know the price target analysts are calling this a buy. Price target is a downside from here of negative 9.3% at $228 in share price. So I'm gonna wait a little bit more, even though I would love to buy some more right now, even though it is at $252. But let's see, maybe the stock market will give us an opportunity pretty soon. Do you think the stock market is due for a correction right now? Because if we go into the S&P 500, let's take a look in the last year. You guys can see that it has a very nice 17% upside. Let me see the year to date is 13%. From here, I'm not sure. It's probably much higher the percentage of returns in the S&P 500, but it might be due to a correction pretty soon, even though the Fed already cut the interest rates by 0.25% this previous week. So let's see where the stock market goes. Maybe, hopefully, I get an opportunity pretty soon because I got a nice cash position right now that I would love to spend. Or maybe Bitcoin will give me a nice opportunity in the near future. Because I think that is a position that I want to build. I want to add to the portfolio, to the growth portfolio. I've been looking at those Bitcoin ETFs that mirrors the share price of Bitcoin pretty much. So I'm still thinking about it. I still haven't made a decision. I have a few companies also that I would love to buy. But let's see what decision I make in the near future with my cash position. I do know that with the dividend portfolio cash, I am going to use it to build up those other positions, which is Coca-Cola, Main Street Capital, and I forgot the other one, but pretty much I want to build up 3 positions from the Vichy Properties. That was the other one that I wanted to build up some more. That's what I'm working on in the dividend portfolio. I want to build up my current positions. I don't want to add anything else in the portfolio. As my portfolio continues to get larger and some of those positions stay small, I don't like to see them that small anymore. When my portfolio was like at $10,000, having a nice $500 position looked pretty nice. But now that my portfolio is getting larger, it's $29,000, very close to $30,000. Now I want my positions to be larger, especially the ones that I want to hold very long term. All right, everyone, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me your opinion in the comment section. What are you buying as of lately? Any opportunities that you see in the stock market? Let me know in the comment section. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.